First of all, I'd like to congratulate Harvard. I thought they were the better team tonight. They played harder, in particular in the first period. Even though we were up 1-0, I thought they really took charge of the game. Disappointing for us. I thought we'd made a lot of progress in the last 3 weeks, and I know the wins and losses didn't show it, but you could feel a little bit of a momentum and a little more purpose to our game and play more responsible. I thought we really reverted back to what we looked like 3 weeks ago. We all know it's a tough game to play, but that's no excuse. I mean, it just, I wasn't expecting this tonight because we've had, we've been going in the right direction over the last 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, and just disappointing with our lack of preparation or, an opportunity to play in a game where obviously we haven't beaten Harvard in 2 years. That should be incentive enough. In fact, we haven't won an awful lot in the last few months. Harvard was a better team tonight.
Any questions for Evan Rodrigues?
Scott Weiger, U.S. College Hockey Online. So, Evan, as Coach said, a little surprising that the effort tonight. I thought obviously consolation game's a little hard for both teams to get up for, perhaps, but these guys beat you in a game that was a disappointing one back in January. How do you explain how the team came out tonight after really taking some steps forward the last few weeks?
I think it's hard to kind of get up for these games, but you have to find a way to. And tonight just wasn't our night. We, what it was, I don't know whether it was the time of the game, the venue, the fans. That's something that you kind of have to put behind you. And no matter what kind of game it is, you have to find a way to get up, and we just didn't tonight.
Tim Healy, Daily Free Press. What is it about Harvard that's allowed them to have your number the last couple of years?
That's a question I don't know how to answer. It seems like even last year there was games where we were up 5-1. They seem to find a way to get it done, and we haven't been able to, whether it's consolation game with Beanpot or whether it's just a regular in-season games. They've just had our number, and you can look at different things, different reasons why, but it just comes down to winning and losing, and we have to find a way to get it done.
Any other questions for Evan?
Kevin Millen, Daily Free Press. Evan, you yourself got on the board for the first time since December. How do you feel to get that goal? Was it kind of a monkey off your back?
Yeah, obviously I think I've been playing better as of late. The chances are coming, it's just not going in, so you can't really get down on yourself. You just got to keep going, and tonight one went in the net, and maybe next time it doesn't. Maybe another game I get 3. You got to keep playing well, you got to keep playing hard, and they'll come, and that's what I'm trying to do.
Any other questions for Evan? All right, thanks for your time. Evan. You can go back to the locker room. Thank you. Questions for Coach Quinn? Rich?
David, just comment on the play on McGregor. I mean, you just make it a 1-goal game, and
Yeah. Just, obviously, I thought actually in the third period we really were starting to play reminiscent of what had been going on the last 2 weeks. I thought the third period we had energy, we were doing some things, spending some time in the offensive zone, and just, it's unfortunate. He gets his stick on and it goes in the top shelf. It just, what are you going to do? We score a nice goal to make it 3-2, and you feel the momentum and you feel the energy on the bench, and shortly thereafter it's 4-2. And although I was happy after that, I thought we continued to control the play and spend time in the zone and have chances, and we just weren't able to bury it. But that was a backbreaker.
What specifically did you see from the team tonight that was different from last week's games?
A lack of urgency. Too often we would get a puck and not have any clue what we were going to do with it. And there was no mental anticipation. There was no pace, not just physical, but mental pace. I just thought we turned pucks over that we haven't been turning over. I thought our play on the half wall in our own end was not very good. I thought we really struggled on our own end, in particular early. Just way too many guys wide open in the middle of the rink. We just did not look alert. We just did not look like we were ready to play a hockey game. which is very, very disappointing because we have, you know, I've been really happy with what's going on the last 3 weeks, and just, you know, human nature won tonight. I mean, it's human nature to play a game like this and really not go through the motions and not be ready to play. It's a difficult game to play. Well, you know what? Being a Division I athlete's hard, and winning's hard. And we let human nature win out tonight.
On the whole, Harvard's had a frustrating year for them. They've
Yeah.
6-12 against everybody but you guys, and 2-0 against you. Is it something about how they match up with you guys that gives you guys problems, or?
Well, all I can attest to is what's happened the 2 times we've played them this year, and they played harder for longer stretches of time when we played them. You know, I wasn't here last year, so I can't talk about what happened last year, but this year, they played harder tonight for longer stretches of the game. And our power play has to capitalize. I mean, we're 0 for whatever, and we just, you know, we can look good, but we're just not capitalizing on our power play, and it's cost us over the last few games.
Jeff?
What's it going to take to, you know, like you talked about, finish on the power play? Obviously, you have the, you know, the talent to score and finish on the power play, but it just seems like you've kind of, you know, even when you have a nice setup, it seems like you know, struggling to finish.
Yeah, we're just, you know, we're half a second slow shooting a puck. We're half a second slow getting to the net for a rebound. We're half a second slow screening the goalie. We're just, you know, we're just not, especially tonight. I think tonight reflected our game in general. I just didn't think we were quick enough to do anything. And, you know, and we buzzed and looked like we had some zone time and looked like we might get one, but we just weren't able to capitalize. And you know, it's gonna, if we're gonna have some, you know, we're gonna have some success here down the last 6 games. Our power play is gonna have to score goals, so hopefully it's cyclical. You know, we were hot early. Actually, we were hot for the first 3 months of the season, and we've kind of hit a rut here. So hopefully things will turn around.
Take one more question, Coach.
Well, just Harvard had that 3-goal stretch right at the beginning of the second period. Just kind of what went into that?
Well, the first one, we did a bad job in the offensive zone. We were actually possessive. I thought the second period we got off to a good start. I thought we had energy, we had some chances, and then we possessed it in the offensive zone. We start carrying it up the wall, and we pass it to a defenseman as we're bringing everybody to them. They deflect it, they possess it, they make a wide pass. It's a 2-on-2, and we just give up way too much space, and kid makes a nice shot, goes off the pipe and in. You know, the second one was really fluky, actually. It actually was coming to us. They was coming out of the zone, hit Holman in the stomach, and went right to their guy who was standing alone at the net front. So that's going to happen. And then the third one, we blew a back check. I mean, the third one, we had numbers back, and again, a shot from outside the dot, and we didn't get the guy going to the net. So, you know, I mean, when you don't do those things, you're going to pay for it, and we pay for it.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck.